It was a beautiful summer's day on the island of Sodor. The Fat Controller had invited Oliver, the Great Western Engine, to come and work with some of his engines at Knapford Station. The engines greeted Oliver as he arrived. "Today," said the Fat Controller, "you are going to be very, very busy. First, you're going to take some empty trucks to Brendam Docks with Percy. Then, you're going to take a very important train to Ellsbridge Station. Then, you're going to be working on the branch line." And the Fat Controller pointed at the coaches that Oliver would be pulling. It turned out to be Annie and Clarabel. Oliver was surprised. "But those are Thomas's coaches," he said. The Fat Controller agreed, but he had to explain. "Thomas isn't here. He's gone to be mended. I need you to look after them until he comes back. But for now, I need you to go to your jobs." So Oliver took some empty trucks to the harbour with Percy. Then he took the important train to Ellsbridge Station. Now it was the job that Oliver was not looking forward to, taking Annie and Clarabel on the run on the branch line. "We must be careful along the way," said the two coaches. "Bits of our branch line is very uneven." "Be quiet," said Oliver. "I don't need telling what to do." "Annie and Clarabel do have a point," said Duck. "Bits of the branch line can be bumpy too," said James. "So take care," warned Edward. But Oliver ignored them, and then he set off. Soon Oliver was puffing along towards the branch line. He began to speed up. "Go slowly," shouted Annie and Clarabel, "because this part of the branch line is very uneven." "Shush," said Oliver. "I don't need telling what to do," and went even faster. There were signs everywhere warning all trains to go slow, but Oliver ignored the signs and went even faster. "Slow down, slow down," shouted Annie and Clarabel again, but Oliver ignored them. The lines were very bumpy and the rails couldn't hold him going too fast, and so Oliver flew off the rails and into a ditch. "Whoops," said Oliver in a deep sigh. James and Percy came with the breakdown train, and the Fat Controller came with them. He didn't look very happy. "Oliver, you were warned not to go too fast along the branch line. And you did go so fast, and you came off the rails, that's why. You caused confusion and delay." "Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir," said Oliver. The next morning when Oliver went back to work, he saw Annie and Clarabel parked in the siding. Annie and Clarabel looked away. They were not talking to Oliver, not after what he did yesterday. Oliver began to own up what he did. "I'm very sorry I didn't listen to you," he said. "I wish I listened to your advices. I'll promise this sort of thing will never happen again." Annie and Clarabel looked at Oliver and smiled. "We forgive you," they said. "Thomas will be back tomorrow," said Henry. Oliver was so excited. "At least he didn't have to cover Thomas anymore, because I think he does a much better job than me," said Oliver. The next morning, Thomas came back. All the engines were very pleased to see him. "Welcome back, Thomas," said Percy. "We missed you," said Edward. "Me, Annie and Clarabel had a bit of an adventure the other day," said Oliver. "But I think you do a much better job than me." "I was beginning to have some peace from cheekiness," grumbled Gordon. "Make way," said Thomas. "Me, Annie and Clarabel are going to go for a nice long run." And so Thomas puffed away in a cloud of steam. Shortly after Thomas had left, the Fat Controller came to see Oliver again. "Well done," he said. "Can you possibly do me a job?" "Of course, sir," said Oliver. "What is it?" "James is going to have new coupling rods next week. Can you possibly cover him?" "Oh, no," said Oliver. "Not again."